So what's up guys, I'm BlackOpsAmazing, welcome back to another video on the channel where today we are back with some storyline content to do with Vanguard zombies, and we are going to be looking at the link between the zombie story and the campaign. We've known for a while now, since Black Ops Cold War, that both zombies, the campaign, along with multiplayer and Warzone all take place within the same universe. Whereas previously in our old timeline, so from World at War 2 Black Ops 4, zombies was in its own universe. Yes, campaign characters existed in zombies and vice versa, but they were two separate universes. However, now in Cold War and Vanguard, they have become one. Just before we carry on though, I do want to say that today's video is sponsored by Buff. Buff is a loyalty program where you get rewarded simply for playing games such as Rocket League, Apex Legends, PUBG, CSGO, Fortnite, Valorant, along with so many more. All you have to do is download the Buff app, just make sure it's running in the background, and you're going to get rewarded for playing video games. And the best thing, like all things in life, Buff is 100% free to use. Over time, once you've stacked up enough Buff coins whilst playing your games, and by the way, you can also earn more coins by doing weekly challenges, you can then redeem them in the marketplace, where you can get yourself things such as a $10 PlayStation or Xbox gift card, video game keys, other gift cards. You can even get skins and gaming hardware, along with so much more. There is plenty to choose from, and it's all free. Buff has partnered with Overwolf, a world-leading provider of open software platform of apps for gamers, as a major strategic partner in the gaming industry, so you know it's 100% legit. So there we go, there are thousands of Buff coins being earned every week just by playing video games. Make sure you're also getting in on this by joining Buff for free using the link in the video description below. Anyway, there we go, and let's get straight back into the video. So anyway, since I'm going to be talking about the campaign in this video, if you haven't done it for yourself, obviously then there's going to be spoilers, so click off the video. But right at the end, in the final mission, the last cutscene, our campaign characters discover something which is really interesting that relates to the zombie story. Now, as I said in the beginning, we already know, and we've known since Cold War, because this game is a prequel to that one. They are both a part of the Dark Aether story, so in Cold War, the campaign and multiplayer and zombies were all in the same universe, and it's the same for Vanguard. Zombies, campaign, and the multiplayer are again in the same universe. So we have campaign characters in zombies, zombies characters in the campaign. Even though we don't see people such as Oberfuhrer von List in the campaign, he is still alive somewhere in this world. So it's all relevant to one another now. And while I just finished playing through the campaign yesterday from me recording this video, and right at the end, well, this is what takes place.
How are we looking out there?
It's gonna be dicey, just how I like it. Hi, we're back in business.
That's it. Let's take a look. The Cape Verde Islands, the Bahamas, Argentina.
Even Antarctica.
Christ. These bastards have been plotting covert operations all over the world. Right under our noses.
Hey, you lot. Give this a gander.
Here we go!
We hit the bloody jackpot.
Come on, dig in.
How about this? Project Nova.
I can beat it. Project Aether. Reviving the dead.
Does anyone want some Nazi gold?
Looks like we're going to be busy. Keep going. Open them all.
There you are. I was about to try this autopilot and come back.
What's Project Aggregate?
Secret V2 rocket facility. You think you could fly one of those?
Ha! I can fly anything. Hang on back there!
Fucking wait.
Our mission was complete, but there be more. Forged in the fires, we were the tip of the spear. We were the Vanguard.
Now, if you haven't played through the campaign for yourself or you don't really understand the story, don't worry, in my opinion, it isn't too important to this cutscene, although there are a few things you should know. One, this takes place after the Führer's death, and two, once he dies, that is the beginning of the Fourth Reich. A German called Hermann Freisinger becomes the new Führer, and in the final campaign mission, he attempts to escape Berlin and begin a new 1,000-year Reich. But as Freisinger's attempting to escape, fortunately, us being the Vanguard characters, we stop him, kill him, and we steal his plane, which contains documents detailing all of these secret projects that the Germans were up to during World War II, along with their future plans. And that's what you see in this cutscene. Vanguard open up these crates, they begin to take a look at some of these documents, where we learn things such as the Germans plotting covert operations all around the world in places like Argentina, Antarctica. Riggs then discovers a document pertaining information about Project Nova, something we are more familiar with since Vanguard takes place in the same universe as the Black Ops universe. Project Nova, or Nova 6 gas, is a very prominent thing in that game. Nova 6 was a biochemical weapon that was developed by the Germans, the Soviets and coalescent scientists in the Black Ops universe. And if you listen to what Kane says in Black Ops 3's campaign...
What were they messing with here, Kane?
Ever heard of Nova 6? It's a chemical agent that came dangerously close to being used in World War II and the Cold War. Even trace amounts were enough to cause the deaths of over 300,000 people in Singapore. Purge sequence initiated. It lied to us. It can make you believe things that aren't even real.
Kane, please.
Whatever this thing says, no matter what it does, you cannot trust it! Rachel!
I'm sorry, Rachel.
We even told that Nova 6 was a chemical weapon that they came close to using during World War II and Cold War. And what are we seeing in the Vanguard ending cutscene? Documents about Nova 6 existing during that time. Nova 6 was something they came very close to using during World War II, but we know it was also a part of the Cold War.
Hudson's mission at Kowloon was accomplished. He had discovered Dragovich's endgame, Nova 6. A nerve toxin so deadly that if exposed, you'd be dead before you hit the floor.
Dragovich's weapon.
And then the final secret document the Vanguard team find on the plane is titled Project Aether, and Polina tells us it's about reviving the dead.
How about this? Project Nova.
I can beat it. Project Aether. Reviving the dead.
And what is the Vanguard Zombies storyline about? It's about reviving the dead. When it was a part of this project, in one final last-ditch attempt to win the war, the SS scoured the globe for different ways to try and win the war, and on their journey they found these artifacts which to us are the field upgrades. However, none of these would help Von List, besides from one. That one being Kortifex. It was him who had the ability to raise the dead.
The Nazis dream of a 1,000-year Reich, but in truth they are already dead. The war machine shattered at Stalingrad, but the evil regime staggers on, desperate to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. A special battalion of SS troops scoured the globe for a supernatural means to win the war. They were led by the most dangerous man I ever met. Oberfuhrer Wolfram von List. It was he who destroyed my life and cost me my soul. Von List gathered experts from across the Reich. Archaeologists, explorers, historians, and authorities on the occult, like myself. We were forced to help them loot sacred antiquities, but none of the relics we found gave Von List the power he craved. Then, something happened in Poland that changed everything. Another Nazi attempt to alter the course of the war somehow weakened the barrier between this world and the next, unleashing the forces of darkness. Many miles away, 5 of our artifacts suddenly awakened. Ancient spirits, demons if you will, beckon from these otherworldly relics, whispering a promise of power. And, of course, Von List accepted. He now has the power to raise the dead, and they plan to take back everything the Nazis lost. All the troops he will ever require lie frozen in the mass graves of the Eastern Front. To stop his unholy army, they must find allies, or the 1,000-year Reich will consume us all.
So Von List and Kortifex made a deal. Kortifex would help Von List raise the dead, help Germany turn the tides of the war, and continue the 1,000-year Reich. And in return, well, we don't 100% know yet what Kortifex gets out of this. We've heard from intel in the game that he may have a hidden agenda and he's just using Von List for his own advantages. So although it comes across right now as Kortifex is just this evil guy who wants to destroy Earth or take it for himself, there is a deeper hidden agenda there that we don't fully know yet. So there we go. It's pretty cool how we can see the link between both the campaign and zombies. Just as it started off in Black Ops Cold War, it's continuing on in this game, and we do know that Doranfang takes place in 1944, somewhere between March the 8th and the 31st, whereas this campaign mission, the Fourth Reich, when Vanguard see these documents, this is in May of 1945. So all of this stuff with Project Aether has already taken place before this ending cutscene in the campaign, which is also interesting because we don't actually hear of any of that stuff in the campaign, even though it's already taken place within this universe. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like rating. If you haven't, drop a dislike. Make sure you are subscribed, leave your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.